That's scary stuff.
Is that what we said?
Were you down there taking care of it?
Here we go.
We cannot be late for this.
Welcome, everyone, to the regularly scheduled meeting of the Charter Township of Washington Board of Trustee meeting. If you'll all stand and please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. We'll have our clerk, Audrey Brown, please do the roll call.
Praviti.
Present.
Brown. Present. Nicely.
Here.
Chaplin.
Here.
Mylum.
Here.
Reinhold.
Here.
Stevenson.
Okay, all present. You see before you the agenda. If there's any additions, deletions, or motions. Otherwise, I'll make a motion to approve as presented.
Support.
Supported by Stevenson. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passed. Consent agenda. You are being asked to approve the accounts payable of May 16, 2025, approve the minutes of the Board of Trustee meeting of May 7, 2025, approve the closed session meeting, Board of Trustee meetings of May 7th, accept the Building Department monthly report for April 2025, and accept the Robinson Capital quarterly report ending April 2025. So,
Make that motion.
okay, motion by Stevenson,
Support.
supported by Chaplin. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passed. No moved agenda items. Comments from audience on agenda items. If anyone would like to make a comment about an agenda item, please come to the podium. You have 3 minutes. State your name and address. There'll be time at the end of the meeting to speak about anything other than agenda items. Otherwise, going once, going twice. Okay, thank you. Next is legal counsel. Okay. Unfinished business. 9.1. Tonight, we approved the final publication and adoption of the Fire Prevention Code Amendment. From our last meeting, we put this out for publication, and I believe there's been no. We haven't heard anything.
Motion then to
changes.
approve the final publication and adoption.
Second.
Okay, motion by Chaplin, seconded by Brown. Any questions? Otherwise, roll call.
Chaplin.
Yes.
Brown. Yes. Stevenson.
Yes.
Reinhold.
Yes.
Reviti.
Yes.
Nicely.
Yes.
Mylum.
Yes.
Okay, motion passed. Thank you. On to new business. 10.1, approve the request for professional engineering services of the Phase 1 Joule Pump Station replacement. So we have Maria from Fishbeck Engineering here to present this.
Good evening, everyone. In front of you is our proposal this is actually Phase 1 of the proposal for the Joule Pump Station replacement. The first phase is a report, basis of design report. The pump station itself was built in 1976. It's a metal pump station. Back then, in the 70s, there was a fad to build metal pump stations. Pump station has exceeded its useful life. Some of the equipment is really old. And it needs replacement. The reason for the study first and not straight to design is there's options of what we should do with this pump station. One option is just to replace it in kind. It can handle the flows that it receives today, but it will be undersized for future flows. So one option is to replace it in kind. Another option is upgraded. The question becomes upgraded to what? What master plan? What area? So we need to look into that. There's an option also of eliminating altogether and building a deep interceptor sewer. Could be an option as well. So there's several options we need to look at. So the basis of design is the first phase, is to study the options, look at sizes, look at the options, look at the costs associated with each one, and come back with some recommendations. And based on that, we'll pick an option and then proceed to the next phase, which will then be the design, and then followed by construction.
What's going to be your criteria in terms of which of the three you're going to select?
It will be, well, cost will be one option. The other one will be future master plan. How much does this township think this area is going to grow, and how fast? And does it make sense to leave it in the same size, or is the growth going to be fast enough that we might as well upsize it now? Are you going to change some of the districts? This is a district that goes down to the mid, which is the Macomb County Interceptor Drain Drainage District, but there is some growth around this district, and the question becomes, is all that growth going to come into this district, or is it going to go to your central district? So those are part of the decisions. We're going to be working with your township engineer and water and sewer to figure that out and help make some of these decisions.
This is the one on 26 Mile Road, correct?
This is on Jewel Road,
On Jewel Road, I'm sorry.
just south of 27.
Yes. So on that corner, there's going to be 500 homes. I would assume that it's going to have to have, something's going to have to be done besides.
So all of that is going to be taken into account. That's why we need to do the study first. Yep.
If it's replaced, will that big green box go away, or will it be something completely different?
Most likely, if we end up with a pump station, it will be a submersible, so it will be underground concrete, and all you'll see on the surface is just sort of a round concrete circle with hatches and a control cabinet. So we'll try to keep it all underground and make it a little prettier. The other issue is the pump station has to stay in service while we build the new one, because it'll take about a year to build one. So that is part of the decision of where can we fit the new one while keeping the existing one in service, and how do we do that?
Do you see any disruptions for the residents in the area that are using that or not?
Possibly. We'll try to minimize it. There may be some, it ends up where can we put this station? So there may be some temporary road closure or a lane closure. It depends what we end up with. That will be part of the options that we will bring to you.
I have one other question. Do you see where that green, it happens to be one of my neighbors, so that's why I'm asking. The green box where it's at right now, if it had to be totally replaced, would you replace it right in that specific area there, or would you go further north or south and tear down trees to build a new interceptor and then close that one area out?
We can't build it we don't think we can build it in the same spot, because as I said, that pump station has to stay in service as we build the new one. We'll try to put it, if there's room next to it, we'll try. If not, we may have to go across the street or a little bit north or a little. where there's property. There's two pipes that come into this pump station, one from the north and one from the west. So we still need to pick up those two sources. So we can't go too far from its current location. But at the end of the day, that green thing is coming out.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
Based on this, it's looking like it'll take you about 2 months to put the report together.
We hope.
And then, once the township decides what direction it wants to go, can you estimate how long it would take to complete the project entirely after that?
It'll probably take us about 9 months to design it, permit it. It's mostly permitting, honestly, to design and permit. Once you've made a decision, we'll need 9 months to do that. If there's any property acquisition or easement, that will get into it. And then probably 1.5 years to build it.
Okay.
Between design, there'll be a couple of months to bid it out, 2-3 months, and then about 1.5 years to build it and abandon the existing one.
With it being so far out, there's no danger of that pump failing, or we have backup systems in case it does?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why we're trying to get it done as quickly as
Trying to get it
possible.
done,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, this is your second biggest pump station after the one down on 26 Mile Road, the big one down there. So this is the second biggest one. This one feeds that one. So yeah, we want to get in there and get it fixed quickly. Yep.
I'll make the motion to have Fishbeck to complete Phase 1 basics of design report as outlined for a lump sum fee of $22,000.
Support?
Okay, motion by Stevenson, supported by Brown. And no questions, otherwise roll call.
Stevenson?
Yes.
Brown? Yes. Chaplin?
Yes.
Mylum?
Yes.
Reinhold?
Yes.
Nicely?
Yes.
Praviti?
Yes. Okay, motion passed.
Thank you very much.
This makes up for the time you were here at midnight.
I appreciate it.
Got you in and out fast. Next is 10.2, the Thornton Schoolhouse relocation bid. So as everyone knows, we purchased the Thornton Schoolhouse. We'd like to relocate it on the 5-acre parcel, which we want to make a park just down the street. This is a very niche job, very limited with people that actually move these type of structures, obviously. We did put it out to bid. It was actually today. Audrey opened it. We only received the one bid, and this is the well-known contractor that handles moving of these structures. So anyway, came in at $40,000, which that's what we've been hearing. Before we went out to bid, we did call some other companies. A lot of them are out of state, and without looking at it, they said that they would start at $40,000, but we did put it out to bid and only the one bid, so. Again, I put the GL number to use. This is just to track the cost that we are moving the house, to keep track of it. Again, just to remind the board and the public, Romeo Community Schools has secured vendors to take care of all the refurbishment of the schoolhouse, from digging the basement to the foundation. Just to give a little update, the idea is to move the schoolhouse in the summertime. So by September, the students from the trades department will start working on the schoolhouse, getting it secured in place, getting the outside all secured, and then by the time winter comes, they can work on the inside, so they can do that. We've secured an underground person, has donated to dig the basement, do the walls. A heating and cooling company has donated the furnace, so they're getting, another developer has donated the roofing material, some of the siding, so they're working with that. The cool part is the teachers actually working with Greenfield Village. Their students are actually going to go down the Greenfield and blow glass to make it look like the 1840s glass. They're recreating the actual nails and the tools from, again, this is all through Romeo Schools. They're going to recreate the nails, the actual tools. Some of the molding in the building is missing, so they're going to CNC and make it match. And so they're really trying to replicate it 100%, which is cool. We've also found a local guy that he actually dismantles barns and, is reclamation the right word? Reclamates the wood. So some of the wood that's missing, they can actually go get the wood that's from that time period to make it match. Craig Bryan is the teacher. I'm really excited. He's more excited about this than I am. So this is a very cool project. Obviously, we'll notify the public when we do move the schoolhouse this summer. I think it'll be a neat journey as we watch it go down the street. Once we do move it, I'd like to put that property back up for sale because it wouldn't do any service for the township to keep that property, but we can discuss it once we move the schoolhouse. But with that, I'd like to make the motion to approve for CNA Construction for $40,000 to move the Thornton Schoolhouse to the new park site.
Support.
Supported by Stevenson. Any questions from the board?
Any que-
No.
Is it like bonded and insured? I mean, it's old. What if it collapses?
You know, we really got to secure it. That's where the money is. He says it's not the distance, it's all the securing of the building.
Yeah, they thoroughly prepare it and underpin it.
I think there's going to be a line of people, we're all going to hold it as it goes down 31 Mile Road.
Everybody to stand inside and hold a board.
It definitely needs a lot of work.
I've told everyone, keep your rosaries out that day when.
Well, you know, it's not as far gone as I've seen some properties come back from. There's, you know, and I've looked at old houses. I love historic properties and things like that. I've seen houses and buildings in much worse shape brought back, and I'm encouraged to hear that they're actually doing a historical restoration, not just patching it back together. That'll be
Yeah, no, I mean, that was they actually, I mean, the high school is very impressive. It makes you want to go back to high school, but they have a CNC machine shop. They're actually recreating the tools and the nail, you know, like all the hardware from that time.
Yeah, we had none of that.
So it's kind of cool, huh?
I made a birdhouse. That's all we got to do.
Yeah, I know. It's like, no, I mean, you walk in there, you think you're walking into like a professional, you know,
Yeah.
tool and die shop kind of thing.
Okay.
So, no, it's
Those
interesting.
are really useful skills because of all the renovations going on in Detroit and all the
Yeah, yeah.
historic buildings.
Yeah.
These young students can get jobs doing that,
yeah.
restoring things. There's a lot of that going on, so.
Actually, some of the students want to actually come in the summer and start before school starts, so that's kind of cool that
That's cool.
they're excited. Okay, I guess roll call.
Praviti,
Yes.
Stevenson.
Yes.
Brown, yes. Nicely.
Yes.
Chaplin,
Yes.
Mylum.
Yes, with discussion. I just want to let the people know, the reason I'm voting yes for this is because it's not a flip-flop of my decision. It's the fact that for $40,000, what it's doing for the children is amazing. So the schoolhouse has been bought. I support our board because we did buy it, so we move forward together. And I think it's amazing what Sam's putting together for the children. So I vote yes.
Oh, thank you.
And Reinhold.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. Motion passed.
The
Next.
students instead of the children.
Next is 10.3. We kind of got a similar situation here. Our dumpster back there is falling apart, the blocks, literally. It's not safe because it backs up to the park. So, again, we had, our clerk put it out to bid. And again, we just got one bid. So,
How long was it up to bid for?
it was at least a couple of weeks.
Like 10 days.
I mean, is that bad? The blocks are actually shipping?
They're literally
going out?
missing.
Okay.
I saw kids picking it up, and I'm like, I can't have
No, that's not
picking up
good.
block.
Okay.
We had estimated in the budget 25,000, so it actually came a tiny bit under, but
Pardon me? What did you say?
I had put it in the budget for 25.
We're building a new room for the garbage?
Well, it's like the enclosure of the
corral.
dumpster. It's like a brick, it's like three walls where you put the dumpsters in.
Yeah, they've got to tear out the old one and then put in the new one. And
Yeah.
Sam, do you know if there's going to be a section where people can drop off the batteries instead of having that loose garbage bag or garbage can right there? If they can do a little small one in there?
That's a good
I
idea.
mean, I'm sure there's room, but
Okay.
yeah. We can ask Dave.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Yeah, we can. Well, we'll talk to Dave.
Okay.
Our building official, Dave, was okay with this, I believe. That's what he told me.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was fine.
he was. He thought it was reasonable, and he was saying that that enclosure is 25, 30 years old. It's pretty old. It's been
Yeah, I
there a
didn't
long
really-
time, and he
it must
said
be here
that-
since it built.
And the bricks are loose, and they're falling out of the back, and the kids are pushing them back in through the wall, and then they fall in because, you know, like kids see a brick and they push it in, and then they fall inside the enclosure where the garbage can is. So when priority comes to pick up the garbage can, sometimes it's sitting on top of bricks because it's like a mess. Anyway, so it needs to be replaced.
Okay. Well, I would make a motion then to award Lomako Masonry the contract to rebuild the dumpster enclosure for the amount of $22,256.
Support.
Okay.
Motion by Chaplin, supported by Stevenson. If no questions, then roll call.
Chaplin.
Yes.
Stevenson.
Yes.
Brown. Yes. Praviti.
Yes.
Nicely.
Yes.
Mylum.
No.
And Reinhold.
Yes.
Okay, motion passed. Okay, next is comments from the audience on anything, basically. You have 3 minutes, state your name and address. Welcome to the podium.
Hello, everyone. Oh, sorry. Sorry to interrupt, Sam. Your smile is very infectious.
Oh, thank you.
It's an
Thank
honor
you.
to see you today. My name is Roman Gasky. I'm a lifelong resident of Oxford. I want to commend everyone who showed up today for your civic engagement, especially the high schoolers. I think it's really great that you care about your community. I'm here because I wanted to announce that I'm considering running for state representative as a Republican, and our campaign is about representing everyone, not just a small group of people. We would love to hear from you about your questions and concerns for the future direction of our state, so please don't hesitate to come up to me directly or reach out to our office with questions. And again, my name is Roman Gasky, and I'm considering running for state representative as a Republican. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks,
Thank
Roman.
you.
Any other comments? How about you guys from the high school? You- Anything?
Very good.
Thank you guys for coming out.
That's great.
Okay. Okay. Elected officials update, community announcements. I want to thank everyone. So last Thursday, I had a mayor from Sicily here, along with the folklore group. For me, obviously, I'm Italian-American. It was very important. It was a very neat experience, but I want to thank everybody that took part. We had the room open. They did a lot of music and dancing. We threw Audrey in at the last one to sing the anthem with them.
With the Sicilian band, it was
The
awesome.
Sicilian band. And they were very impressed with everything. And what do you call it? From here, they actually went to Boston now. They're meeting with another group there in Boston right now, and then they're back to Italy. Anyway, sorry, back to events. So this Friday at 11 a.m., the Memorial Park, we're having our Memorial Day event. So everybody's welcome at 11, and then at 12, the Lions Club will be cooking hot dogs for us and chips, and we have donuts donated by Westview Orchard from Abby. So thank you very much.
Sam, what's here?
We're going to eat the hot dogs here, not at the park.
Is that the memorial?
The Veterans
Yeah, at the Veterans Memorial.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
At
Yeah,
11.
so we'll be there at 11, then around 12 o'clock we'll eat here. Parks and Rec is paying for the hot dogs and chips, so we thank the Parks and Rec. I thank Westview for the donuts. And then I want to thank the Lions Club. Again, they're going to barbecue, so it's a true community event. I want to thank everyone. We're going to have Doug Slocum is going to be our featured speaker. He's a very highly decorated military
General.
general. Yeah. So it's a high honor. He'll be there. So we welcome everyone. Pastor Barkey will lead us. Audrey will be singing for us as well, and so it'll be a nice community event. Monday is the Memorial Day Parade and Romeo, and Lisa McLean will be the speaker there. So the walk is from
It starts at
basically-
10.
Oh, yeah, it's at
We line up
10,
at 10 o'clock, and we march from
Starts at
the
the village.
gazebo
Yeah, the
to the cemetery, and Lisa McLean is the keynote speaker, and the Romeo High School bands and
Oh,
middle school will be there.
So everyone's welcome to go there. The high school band's there. It's a really nice event in the cemetery there. It's a solemn event. The next Sunday, Super Sunday, is June 1st. We're finally trying to bring that back together from its heyday. The Octagon House will have a plant sale, barn sale going on there. The Historical Museum has 50 crafters that'll be there along with the band and a hot dog vendor. A lot of hot dogs tonight. And then here at the Township Hall, Parks and Rec, we're going to call it, I think it's summer kickoff, but we're going to have a band up front, all sorts of face painting, food truck, Kona, those ice cone things, what are those called?
Snow cones.
Snow cones. I can't even think. But Anyway, so we're trying to tie in the whole street again and bringing it all back together. So that'll be from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Sunday, June 1st. So
Where's that?
come on, so right here at the Township Hall. We're going to do it right on the front lawn to get more excitement.
And the Historical Museum will be open as well. That's where the
Yeah, the museum,
crafters are, there
yeah.
on the front lawn, right? Mhm.
So the crafters, usually they get about 20. We've got it up to 50 now. So it's going to go on to the elementary school next door. So we're trying to make it back to the block-long celebration. And as we go into 2027 to our big bicentennial in a couple of years. So anyway, June 1st will be a big, exciting day. That's also, I think, graduation day for Romeo.
No, it's June 5th.
Oh, it's June 5th,
Yes,
okay.
sir. Yeah.
I know the
Baccalaureate.
Baccalaureate.
That is on June the 3rd. Yes,
June
sir.
3rd. So I think that's all I have. I was going to say, we are closed Memorial Day, so I wish everyone a happy Memorial Day. And hope you guys can come out Friday. See you guys. I don't know if you guys will.
Not that we need it, however, with all the rain we having, there's two options for people who need assistance with their water bills this summer. One is called One Water, and their website is MINONE-water.com, and they can provide affordable assistance or programs designed to help residents with water bills if you need it. The other one is through the Great Lakes Water Authorities. It's called the RAP program, which is a water residential assistance program. You can contact them if you need any assistance from there. Their phone number is 313-386-9727. We do have several residents take advantage of the RAP program, so if you can, to help yourselves out, please look into it so it doesn't put any additional burden on you for this. And as Sam had mentioned, the Memorial Day is coming up, so I just want to say thank you to all the vets who have sacrificed their lives and their families to make us the country that we are today. And I greatly appreciate the sacrifices they're making today, and especially the ones that have gone before us. So thank you very much for those veterans.
And also with Memorial Day coming, my two members of the clerk's office, Deanne Miller and Shelley Rios and I, we went out Saturday morning to 5 of our 6 cemeteries, and we replaced veterans markers and flags. And we also went out on Tuesday to Mount Vernon Cemetery, the 6th one, and we replaced all of the veterans markers and the flags. We did 171 total, so they look very nice and in honor of our veterans. Thank you.
Thank you, Audrey and staff.
Thanks. And then I want to thank Audrey, Dennis, and John for doing the recycling event.
Oh, yes.
You want to talk about
Didn't we talk about that?
it? Or did we already say it?
We might. Well, we had our recycling.
Remember.
We had our recycling event, electronics recycling
Last
and
week.
shredding event. And Dennis, Trustee Stevenson and Chaplain helped out, and other people on my staff. And we had, what was the number, Dennis?
604.
604 people came, which is really a high number. Last year, it was only
401.
401, so we had a lot of people come, and we had a lot of electronics that were brought in, and a lot of paper shredded, so it was very successful. And the hazardous waste recycling event will be August 9th from 9 to 12 at the Township Hall. Thank you.
I'd like to commend Priority Waste, because when I dropped my stuff off,
They were
there was
great.
an oil leak coming from one of the trucks, and somebody was physically underneath there
Oh.
scattering cat litter or something to bring it all up. It takes a lot for everybody to do that, and for somebody to go down there and make sure it's cleaned up before they left. It was greatly appreciated, so there wasn't any stains there. So thank you for Priority for doing that.
Right, and Priority did an excellent job that day. They had probably 15 workers there helping with the shredding and the recycling. I was going to say a well-oiled machine, but that's not a joke. But they really were. They were so courteous. They really helped. And we had a lot of extra shredding this year in the clerk's office, a lot of election materials that were past their date. So we had boxes and boxes of shredding, and they were very instrumental with that. And other people brought items to shred. So they did a really great job, and we really appreciate their work on that day.
We have no correspondence. If that, I'll make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I second.
Seconded by Mylum. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Otherwise, have a good night. Happy Memorial Day. Thank you to our veterans. Thank you, WBRW. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Have a good week. Bye.
Have a good night.